Hi guys, I'm Nicholas Woolworks, CEO of redbrickandpropertyforum.com. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos. And you can follow the journey of this site, one of my mentees' sites that I'm project managing for them down here in Fleet in Hampshire. And today I want to just show you some of the problems we're having on the ground floor, which have been solved, and I'll show you how we've solved them. But they've added a week or two's delay to the project, which we're, the construction company that we've employed is now making up, which is great. So it's not a problem to the end of the site, but it has been a temporary problem the last couple of weeks. So let me show you inside. We're down here and it's to do with the reinforcement of all the drainage. It's been a complete mess. Got my guys on site here. So yeah, let me show you down on the rebar, guys. So ultimately we had a problem with the drainage. We had a certain drainage design and we dug a huge pit in the drainage. I have mentioned it on a couple of other videos and it was actually shown on one of the early videos on the site, so go back and check those. I just wanted to show you in details as the work's progressing. We're very lucky actually because we've got these roller shutter doors at the back of the property and that's allowed in some really heavy machinery. If I can swing you around, we got some big daddy, well they're not big in the scheme of things, you can get far bigger of course, but for inside a site usually you wouldn't see two big diggers like this. We've doubled up on the number of diggers. I've picked lunch break to come in here because of the noise and the mess. Obviously it's not safe to be in this area otherwise, and that's why we're just coming in to the edge of the site. But as you can see, there is a huge amount of steel reinforcement in this block. Now, if I can start you down over here, guys, you can see where it's all been cut off. I don't mind jumping in that hole. Down here, we've had to cut through all this rebar, so you've got this slab. Now, this wasn't in the trial pit that was dug, unfortunately. We had some advice from the structural engineers and the consultants to say the trial pit was probably the most likely place for any potential reinforcement, and there was none. So, you know, luck would have it. It was found as we start digging through for drainage channels that go from the centre of the building out through the main drains out to the side. We found all this. I mean, look how much of it there is. It's an absolute headache. So the guys are having to get these really expensive diamond cutter drills that are, you know, rather expensive. These drill bits, it's not plugged in, so I'm okay to touch it. You know, these bits to cut through every single little bit of rebar that is in this floor on the entire floor. Now, bear in mind, this floor plate alone is around about 15,000 square foot. So God knows how many of those are going to have to be cut through. So you can imagine time cost, delay cost, extra diggers needed to dig this rubbish up, but it's been dealt with. We'll probably pull that, we'll almost certainly pull back that 2 weeks over the coming couple of months as we just tighten up some of the first fix M&E and walls that will go up once this drainage has been started. And actually once we got through the worst of it in the next couple of weeks, the walls around the areas that aren't being dug up, they're going to get started. So we're already kind of thinking of ways, and the construction company we're working with are very forward thinking, totally on this problem. And they're, you know, thinking of ways to mitigate that and squeeze up the next few stages of the build so that we can catch back up. But just goes to show you never know what's in the ground. You know, the money's always in the ground, it's in the drainage, it's in the problems. This is something that we tried to foresee, didn't end up foreseeing because we got unlucky with where the trial pits were dug, and it's cropped up. So we can overcome it. We were experienced, we've got lots of good people on the team, and I think that's how you overcome problems in construction, is, you know, doing as much work to, you know, stop any problems before they happen. And if you do come up with an unexpected, which often happens in conversions, it's not new build, where it's a lot easier generally. You know, with conversions, you do come up against the odd challenge, and ultimately it's about how you overcome that. So hope that's been a little tip for you as to what, you know, problems can crop up on developments and how to solve them. And yeah, hope you enjoy the channel. Keep watching, follow the rest of the journey on this particular site. I'm Nicholas Woolworks, CEO of redbrickandpropertyforum.com. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon, and I can show you around the rest of the site, keep you involved in any ups and downs as we go. You know, a site's always push and pull as you go, but as long as we hit the deadline, all is good. So I'll join you at the end of this site, follow the journey, and you'll see updates every single month. We're going to piece together a full video at the end of this year to show you every month and how it's progressed, like a kind of time-lapse video. That's one to watch out for and a good reason to subscribe. See you very soon. Take care.